Hello and welcome from Budapest. This is Hungary Reports, kicking off Public Media M1's foreign language news hour. I'm Elisabeths with the latest from Hungary and the Carpathian Basin. Thanks for joining us. Maintaining the current employment level and strengthening businesses is how Hungary believes it can keep up economic growth. It's all part of the Hungarian government's new economic defense plan that will be ready for debate by the beginning of March at the latest.
The Minister of Finance spoke of how they aspire to keep companies in full swing and maintain economic growth. In order for this to occur, multiple courses of action will be considered. Offering firms incentives and supporting reductions, which could be in the form of direct state support, or modifying laws would ensure certain reductions that would give a boost to maintaining economic growth, Mihály Varga said. The goal is for the Hungarian GDP to outperform the average in the European Union by at least 2%. The second Economy Protection Action Plan is in the making in light of this. In this, an important role will be given to keep employment above 70% and to decrease issues in the current market, which the National Competitiveness Council also supports. At their last meeting, the council debated as to how to render Hungary into an attractive destination for multinational companies. This year, the results of the first 10 months have already surpassed the successes achieved in 2018 as a whole. Thus, we have ascertained a record year once more in terms of investments, Robert Ésik said. He added that in the future, they will not necessarily support investors who create new jobs, but rather those who bring new technologies to Hungary.
One of the Hungarian state's duties is to ensure that its minorities enjoy the necessary conditions to progress and enrich the values they offer. That's what Deputy Prime Minister Zsolt Semjén said at an awards ceremony recognizing excellence among some of the members of the country's 13 officially recognized minorities. The Deputy PM added that it is the responsibility and duty of such communities to preserve their cultures and values, which are priceless. He said that compared to the previous government that ended in 2010, the current government has increased financing for minorities by 500%.
The number of people understanding, cultivating and embracing their ethnic roots in their community is pleasantly growing. 6.5% of Hungarians currently identify themselves as members of a minority within the Carpathian Basin, and in some form also take part in the life of that minority.
Blood banks are looking for more donors this festive season. They've set up clinics across the country that will be open even after Christmas to ensure there won't be a shortage of blood supplies over the holidays. About 1,800 people a day in Hungary give blood, and even though demand for blood is generally less over Christmas, certain blood derivatives have a relatively short shelf life.
A data sheet, a bottle of water, and chocolate. These are the first things that blood donors were handed at the St. Margaret Hospital. The long lines kept on growing as volunteers kept on coming continuously. The Hungarian National Blood Transfusion Service made a short film to raise awareness and urge more people to donate blood by asking viewers, "What are you giving for Christmas?" There is nothing more beautiful to give than the gift of life to someone who will be spending the holidays in hospital, waiting for a blood donor, as this might be their only chance to heal. Sándor Nagy, the medical director of the Hungarian Blood Transfusion Service, said. Anyone can be a blood donor. The aim of this short film was to spread awareness among students about how important the matter is. Blood donations are accepted during the holidays too. Those who volunteer between the 13th and the 23rd of December will get a bag of szaloncukor, while the ones going at the end of the year are getting lentils, a traditional lucky charm for the new year in Hungary.
Construction of a new addition to the Budapest Zoo is progressing well. A 5-hectare zone has been allocated, which will also house a biodome with exotic fauna and flora open all year round. The new addition to the Budapest Zoo is expected to open in 2 years' time.
The comprehensive renovation of the Budapest Zoo began in 1996. The past 2 decades have been witness to the transformation of monumental buildings on site, which have been restored to their original grandeur. In addition to this, they have modernized animal yards as well as winter shelter buildings. The newest addition to the institution is the Pannon Park, which they began work on in 2013. The most spectacular aspect of this investment is the so-called biodome. According to plans, this is what it will look like. A bubble-like building with an area of 1.7 hectares which will imitate tropical conditions in order to showcase exotic animals and plants, as well as their various living spaces. The elephants will move there, for example. They are even building a waterfall in this space. Both the structural and implementation phases of work will be completed by spring, after which the second phase of the expansion will occur. A vast array of tasks lie ahead, not only in terms of construction as per the general contractor, which needs to be completed potentially by the end of spring 2020, but also the complete construction of the inner area, the decorations of the peripheries, the yards of the animals, setting up the huge aquarium, and naturally filling the building with plant life, Miklós Persányi said. The Budapest Zoo currently serves as one of the most popular tourist destinations in the country, where 1 million visitors purchase tickets on a yearly basis. Visitor numbers increase by tens of thousands every year. The Pondon Park, as well as the biodome, is expected to open to the general public by the end of 2021.
Some Hollywood now. The Hungarian feature film Those Who Remained has been shortlisted for Best International Feature Film for the Oscars next year. Directed and written by Barnabás Tóth, it is one of 10 films that will go through a final qualifying round of voting. The movie is about two people in Hungary who meet after surviving the Holocaust.
The film takes place following the Second World War, where Dr. Oladár Körner, an obstetrician-gynecologist, returns to his workplace at a hospital in Budapest. His wife and 2 sons have died at concentration camps. One day, 16-year-old Clara arrives at his clinic, who, alongside dealing with the issues that come along with puberty, suffers from losing her family as well. The girl finds a sort of soulmate in the doctor almost immediately. Hungary nominated this film as its official entry for the Oscars International Feature Film category. It was listed in the top 10 out of 91 films by the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. A year and a half ago, we wouldn't have thought this would occur, that we would be in the top 10. So, in the name of the entire cast and crew, this is indeed a great honor, true joy, and happiness, Barnabás Tóth said. The film is based on the book by Zsuzsa Várkonyi entitled Férfi idők lányregénye, meaning The Girl Novel in the Times of Men. This is a monumental acknowledgement in terms of Hungarian filmmaking, and for all of Central Europe, as 3 films from the 10 are from Central Europe, Tamás Kolarik said. This is not the first production Barnabás Tóth has worked on that has been nominated for this most prestigious film award. Last year, his short film Susatás was in the competition. However, it did not advance to the award ceremony at the Dolby Theatre. Whether Those Who Remained will be victorious will be revealed on January the 13th, at which time they will choose the top 5 films. The 92nd Oscars Gala will take place on February the 9th, 2020 in Hollywood.
Elisabeths Christmas is the name of an exhibition at Debrecen's youth house in the east of the country. It's about the popular Austrian Empress Elisabeth of the 19th century. Visitors can get to better know the life of the popular empress, as well as enter a 19th century room made up to match a salon of the era, courtesy of the trade school in Debrecen. The exhibition continues until December 28th. And a 4th town around Lake Balaton has opened up a skating rink. This time it's Balaton Fenyves, where skaters and other lovers of winter sports can have fun. The 450 square meter ice surface built right beside the city's public beach is open from 3 in the afternoon until 8 at night till the end of February. And that's all for now. But don't forget, you can catch Hungary Reports every night after the 11 p.m. Hungarian news and online as always. Please stick around if you can for our German, Russian, and Chinese language news. Thanks very much for watching, and minden jót.